Bonjour, good morning. Today we will concentrate on the contraction of the definite article with de. Now remember, de, which is pronounced the, is a preposition. De will mean of or from. Now, what do you understand by the word contraction? Contraction means to make smaller. And the definite article is the. The forms of the definite article is la, L apostrophe and les, and all these four forms will mean the. So when you join de with any one of these forms of the definite article, you will get the meaning or the translation of the or from the. Now let us see all the forms. When de is joined to le, the form will get cancelled to give you a new form which is known as du. And du is used before masculine singular nouns. When de is joined to la, the form remains the la. And if you notice, there is a distinct gap between de and la. So de plus la will give you the la, and the la is used before feminine singular nouns. When de is joined to L apostrophe, you will get de L apostrophe. Again, please observe the gap between de and L apostrophe. The L apostrophe is used before both masculine and feminine singular nouns beginning with vowels or H mutes. And when de is joined to les, you will get a new form which is called they, that is des, used before all plural nouns. All the four forms, du, the la, del apostrophe and des will mean of the or from the. Now let us go to a few examples. The first example which I have given you is la mère du garçon. Now du is placed before garçon because garçon is masculine singular. Therefore, du is used before all masculine singular nouns. The mother of the boy. In the second example, we see l'ami de la fille, that is the friend of the girl. Now, fille is feminine singular, it ends with e, therefore it is feminine singular. So, the la is used before feminine singular nouns. Fille being feminine singular, the la is used before it. In the third example, we have le père de l'enfant, the father of the child. If you look at the word enfant, or the noun enfant begins with a vowel e and it is singular. Therefore, de L apostrophe is used before all masculine and feminine singular nouns beginning with vowels or H mutes. Therefore, de L apostrophe is used before enfant. And in the last example, I have given you le professeur des élèves, the teacher of the pupils. If you look at this noun which is after the blank, élève, élève, even though it begins with a vowel E, it ends with an S, therefore it is made plural. So when élève is plural, des would be used before all plural nouns. So, le professeur des élèves, le professeur des élèves, the teacher of the pupils. I hope you would have understood the contraction of the definite article with de. The second contraction of the definite article is the contraction with a grave. The contraction of the definite article with a grave. Now what does a grave mean? A grave means to or at. And the definite article means the. So when a grave and any one form of the definite article is joined together, it would mean to the or at the. I think you already know the forms of the definite article la, L apostrophe and les, and all these four forms mean the. Now let's see where they are used. When a grave is joined to le, the form will give you a new form au. And please look at au, there is no accent on au, although you have a grave plus le. Now when a grave is joined to le, the form will get cancelled to give you a new form au. And where is au used? Au is used before all masculine singular nouns. The second form is ala. When a grave is joined to la, you have the same form ala. Please observe the distinct gap between a grave and la. So ala will be used before feminine singular nouns. When a grave is joined to L apostrophe, it remains a grave L apostrophe. Again, there is a distinct gap between a grave and L apostrophe, and this is used before masculine and feminine singular nouns beginning with vowels or H mutes. And when a grave is joined to les, the form gets cancelled to give you a new form aux. This is also pronounced as o. And aux is used before all masculine and feminine plural nouns. Now let us look at a few examples. Il parle au garçon. He speaks to the boy. Now, au is used before garçon because garçon is masculine singular. I think you already know that garçon is masculine singular and how it is masculine singular also. In the second example, I have given you il va à la ville. He goes to the town or he goes to the city. So, il va à la ville. A grave LA is used before V because V is feminine singular. It ends with E. Therefore, A grave LA is used before all feminine singular nouns. In the third example, we see an example with A grave L apostrophe. Je vais à l'école. I go to the school. École is singular. It doesn't end with S. It begins with the vowel E. Therefore, A grave L apostrophe will be used before all masculine and feminine singular nouns beginning with vowels or H mutes. And in the last example, I have given you tu parles aux enfants. You speak to the children. Enfant here begins with a vowel but it ends with an S. Therefore, it is plural. So, aux is used before all plural noun. So, tu parles aux enfants. You speak to the children. I hope by now you would have understood the contraction of the definite article with DE and also the contraction of the definite article with A grave. It is very, very essential that you understand this in order to do the exercises of the lesson. Merci. Bonne chance.